everybody, it's Kayla from Kayla Crochet Love, and welcome to episode 12. I just read it, and I just read 11 on my phone. But this is episode 12. If you are new to my channel, I would please invite you to subscribe. It is very much appreciated. To all my current subscribers, welcome back. It's always nice to see you here. Also, if you are interested, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Ravelry, all at Kayla Crochet Love, and as usual, that will all be linked down below. So guys, I really don't have a lot to show you. I have quite a few acquisitions, but other than that, I don't have a whole lot to show you. I've been kind of in a funk, crochet and knitting wise. I just haven't really felt like doing it much. I have been doing some, but I mean, I haven't been able to find a project I've really been able to get into until a few days ago. But you'll see that in a little bit. So I only have one finished object to show you guys, and it is this little baby wolf, little itty bitty wolf. So I decided to make this little guy for the locale that was hosted by Debbie from the Canadian Crocheter, and I believe another podcaster. I'm sorry, I can't remember who it was. I made this last minute. I decided I wanted to participate, and I had seen this pattern. It's a pattern by Sharon Ojala. I'm not sure how you pronounce her name. That's just how I'm pronouncing it. I'll link it down below. It's a free pattern, and like I said before, she's one of my favorite amigurumi designers, so I decided to make a little wolf because the town I grew up in, we had the story of the wolf, and it's a true story, and the wolf was kind of a menace to the town. He was killing all the livestock, and so I guess they hunted the wolf and whatnot, so every year the town celebrates basically conquering the wolf and having been able to regain our livestock and everything. So it's a story I've known since I was little, and I still enjoy that story. So yeah, so I decided to make the big bad wolf. He has the angry eyes, and this pattern is actually from you can make a set, and you can make the 3 little pigs as well, but I just wanted to make the wolf for the locale. And I think he turned out really cute. I used some of the safety eyes that my aunt gave me along with the nose. And I love the look of the little nose. It's just so cute. And the eyes are really nice too. He has a little tail. So I made this in one evening, maybe 2 hours it took me to make this, with interruptions. But yeah, I was very happy with this, and I used Red Heart Super Saver, and I think it's the color Charcoal, I believe, and then the little bit of cream color that I have in there is just Bernat Super Value. I can't remember the color, but it's like a creamy color, and there's just little bits of it. So yeah, that's the only finished object I have this week, for the past 2 weeks. So I haven't been very I've been trying to come up with designs, which I'll talk about when I show you my acquisitions, but I've just been having a hard time writing them down because I want to, like I said at the beginning of the year, I wanted to give more to you guys because I appreciate you guys so much. So I have my one free pattern on Ravelry for my cowl. This one here that I'm wearing, I have a tutorial for if you're interested. It's one of the first tutorials I did. I've only done a few tutorials, but it's one of the first ones I did, so if it's a little confusing, I apologize. This was made a few months ago, so. But yeah, so I have that. But yeah, I wanted to do more for you guys, but I've just been struggling. So I just figure if I kind of pick away at it, and I'll figure it out eventually. But anyways, works in progress. Other than crocheting the little things, trying to figure out my designs, I have 2 works in progress. The one is my hiking moose cowl, and I don't even think I've done that much progress since I showed you guys last. And this one is just kind of on timeout for a bit. So you can see the shapes starting to come, like the mountains, and these are all trees, I believe. And the little moose, I think, is here. Starting to show up here. So I haven't done a whole lot on it. I think I might have added a few rows, but so that's that. So this one I had put on timeout, and it's not because of the project itself. I believe I told you guys on my last episode that my yarn winder decided that it didn't want to work for me anymore. It was the loops and threads one, and I've had it for a few years, so I was very happy with how long it lasted me. And I don't know what it was, but every time I tried to wind it, it would just become a knotted mess. And I would do everything like I normally do. And then I would go slower, I'd try going faster, I'd go at the rate I would normally go, and it just wasn't working for me. So I ended up ordering a Stanwood yarn winder. They are more expensive, but so far I'm loving it. The one night I just sat in my craft room and we respun some of my cakes. So that's why this project was on timeout, because I ended up having, with my other winder, I had to make 2 little cakes, and whenever I would pull from the center, which is where I usually pull from, it would get knotted underneath and just kind of grab what was underneath and pull the whole, it was like a giant yarn barf with fingering weight yarn, and it was horrible. So the one night I sat down, I untangled it, and I recaked it. So now it's one big cake, and I know it looks kind of messy right now, but it's just because of how it was sitting in my bag. So it's just a little bit at the top, but it made such a nicer cake than my old one. So I was very happy with that. So that was a good investment. And if I remember, I'm going to try and insert a little clip of me using my Stanwood and my little Swift that I have, my little cheapy Swift that I bought from Amazon. I will try and insert a little clip just so you guys can see what it's like. For those of you who haven't used a Swift or a yarn winder before. So yeah, that's one of my works in progress. And then this one here, so like I was saying, oops, in a bit of a funk. I couldn't think of anything I wanted to make, really, and I have projects I want to make, but I don't know, it hasn't been a crocheting, knitting, fibery kind of 2 weeks, so, and I wasn't going to force myself just because I thought I had to, so, I'd shown you guys a couple episodes ago, I can't remember if it was last episode or what, but I had started a little shawl using inked sheep fibers yarn, and I had her, oh, it's right here. So ink sheep fibers, that's her little tag there. And it was the Magical Monsters sock set. So I had started a shawl, and the way I was going to make it was kind of just start at one end and make it wider and make it just one huge triangle. I think it's asymmetrical if I remember. But I wasn't loving how it was looking. It was taking forever. So I decided to frog it and try something else. So this is what really got my interest for the past few days. I didn't work on it yesterday. But so I started another shawl, and it's going to be hard to see the colors because it's crocheted looser. So I was using a 3mm for the other shawl, and this one I'm using a 5mm because I wanted it really drapey and something I could even wear in the summer just around my shoulders. So it's like this. It's gotten good size. It's about the size of a little shawlette right now. So I'm just going to go until I run out of yarn, pretty much. So I really like how it's looking, and the colors on the screen aren't doing it justice because it is gorgeous. I'll pick up the ball. It's kind of a mess right now because I've used it so much, and don't mind that. That's how I hold the yarn together. But yeah, I'm loving this. And then it came with the hot pink, so I did stripes of hot pink because it just came with the little skein for the heels and toes if you were making socks. So that's that so far. Sorry, I just got a text message from my cousin to tell me that he and his wife just had a baby. So that's exciting. Which is one of the projects I want to work on, is something for their new baby, so I better get cracking on that. But yeah, anyway. So yeah, I'm working on this. I'll probably work on this today because I'm really itching to get it done and blocked and whatnot. So it's so drapey, and this yarn is just so squishy. For a fingering weight yarn, it's very squishy. So I'll try and put it close so you guys can see the stitches. I posted a picture on my Instagram of the stitches up close. It's really easy. I'm not using a pattern. The beginning part up until the pink is what I do when I make my ribbed collar bandana cowls. And it's what I teach my students when I teach classes. It's what I teach them if they want to make their first shawl, because it's just double crocheting. And then when you go here, it's just, so I still do the increases on the side and in the middle the same way, but then you just chain one, skip one, double crochet, chain one, skip one, that kind of thing. So it gives it a really nice pop of color. And I'm loving how it's turning out, so I can't wait to be done with that. So yeah. And working with fingering weight yarn is a little bit tedious because it takes a little bit longer, but I love the looks of it. I love how intricate you can make it and whatnot. So yeah. But yeah, that's all for works in progresses. I wish I had more to show you guys, but I have some acquisitions, but I actually forgot one of them up at my mom's house, so I will be right back for that. Okay, I'm back. Had to take a second to text my cousin back. Congratulations. So yeah, acquisitions. I will show you the first ones I got. And I'll explain a bit my, I think the lighting got worse. Anyways, I'll explain a bit my design dilemma. So first I've been waiting at Walmart because there's a certain yarn I wanted to make to write down a design. And it might be sitting behind me. So I had made this poncho a while ago, months ago, and I've been getting compliments on it. A few of you have commented seeing it behind me and wanting to know the pattern, so I was going to try and write it down. I wanted to get a different kind of yarn because this one I used Care on Cakes and I liked it, but I just wanted something a little bit more neutral to work with while writing the pattern. because I actually wanted a poncho to wear while we have our campfires in the summer, because it gets pretty chilly here at night, even around the campfire. So I had went to Walmart and I knew exactly which one I wanted, but they only had one. So I kept checking back, and then the one day my aunt came and said that Walmart had, excuse me, some new yarn, so I thought maybe they restocked some of their other yarn, which they did. So it was, it's Bernat Premium Tweeds. So it's very neutral, nothing too exciting about it. This one is, color is Aran Tweed, and it's a worsted weight, 97% acrylic and 3% viscose, so I guess the viscose is a little flecks of color. So yeah, just a nice neutral color with a little bit of added flecks in there. So I bought 4 of those. And they have different colors, so I don't know if this will be enough to make the poncho, but I know this is a color that Walmart typically carries. I'm trying to grab them all. Let's show you guys them all. Oh yeah, I didn't tell you the yardage. I like this one. It's a good value yarn. I think I spent, it's $3.97 at my Walmart and here in Ontario. Just trying to tell you the yardage. 360 yards. So I just bought 4, but if I need more, I will buy more. Okay, I can't grab them all. They're too big. But there's 3. So I really like the color. So I haven't used these yet because I wanted to figure out my stitch counts first before I got into writing everything down. Sorry about the crinkling. And it was working up okay, and then I couldn't figure out how I had done it before because it alternates stitches. So there's a few rows of granny, a few rows of double crochet and whatnot, so I couldn't remember how I did it, so I had to keep looking at my old poncho. So I'm trying to explain it in a way that makes sense. So yeah, I'm kind of struggling with that, but I will figure it out because I really want to make that poncho because I really like it. I haven't had a chance to wear this one too much yet, but the weather's actually getting nice here. I shouldn't speak too soon though. We had like 6 inches of snow fall on us the other day here, so but I'm hoping to start wearing that instead of a coat pretty soon. So so yeah. But that's one reason I keep my patterns free, is because I know there will most likely be some typos. Maybe not typos, I'm pretty thorough with my proofreading, but you never know sometimes. And just the way I explain things, I'm not sure if other people can understand them. I get my mom to read them and she seems fine with them and whatnot, so, but that's why I keep them free. So then you guys aren't paying for it and whatnot, so, and if there's any problems, it's not like you paid for the pattern. So I have to plug my camera in, 1 second. Okay, I'm sorry about that, guys. I had 1 minute of battery left, and I have more than 1 minute of talking to do with you guys. So I apologize. But yeah, that's why I keep my patterns free, just cause, I don't know, I want to. It's, unless it was a very intricate, detailed pattern, which is not what I do, I would probably charge, but I'm not really, I don't know. It's not really my thing. So I want to give back to you guys. So. Anyways, that's for that. I don't know when I'll be getting around to that. So I'm sorry, but I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. Anyways, can't promise anything. I try not to make promises if I know I can't keep them. So moving on. I also, the new yarn my aunt was talking about at Walmart is Red Heart Amigurumi. You guys would have seen that I had gotten two from Michaels. Well, Walmart had them for a little bit cheaper. They were $6, something like that. Remember, I'm in Canada, so the price is a little bit more expensive if you're from the US. So I found a couple more that I thought were really cute. So this one shows knitted, but I'm pretty sure most of the patterns you can get are knitted and crochet, and the patterns are all online. So I got this one for these two little outfits. So I'm pretty excited about this one. I think it'll be super cute. And then I bought this one to make two flamingos. Love flamingos. I love elephants too. So yeah, I bought those two. And I just think they're so cute to just sit there. Because I think my aunt said she bought some more. Oh, and she told me so she had bought the llama, the bumblebees, and the other ones were dinosaurs she had bought them. So there's all kinds of them. And if you're curious, you can go on the Red Heart website, and it shows, I'm pretty sure, all of them there. So that's what I got from Walmart. That was a couple weeks ago. I think that was actually pretty much right after my last episode came out. And then yesterday, I had to go to an appointment out of town, about an hour away. And so we went to Michael's, because I had an appointment at 1 o'clock in one town and 4 o'clock in another town. So we had some time to kill in between. So we decided to go to Michael's in the one town I was in. So just trying to think of what I want to show you first. So I'll show you what I bought my mom. I bought my mom a couple of things because I thought they were super cute. I've seen them. I've seen a review on these on Moogly, I think it was. The Moogly YouTube channel. And they're called Red Heart Croquette. I want to say it like in French where it's croquette. But they are super cute. Like, look at how tiny these are. Like, it's about the size of the palm of my hand. But it's deceiving because there's 239 yards in one of these. So I bought her two. And I believe Moogly also has a crochet pattern for a little shawlette using one of these. Isn't that crazy? One of these tiny little cakes. So my mom's a knitter, so I didn't know what she'd be able to make, so I bought two. They are, in Canada they were $5. But my mom really loves stuff like this, so I just wanted to get her something nice. Just trying to say 239 yards, and it's mostly cotton, I believe. 92% cotton, 5% polyester, and 3% other fibers. It is a super fine yarn, so there's a little one. The label's really small on these. So, and this color, does it have a color? It's called Calming. And they had so many nice colors. My husband helped me pick this one out for my mom. So, super cute, and I just love how little they are. Like, I can't even compare it to anything for you guys. Like, even it's small compared to my wolf. So, but yeah, they're cute, and she loved them, so she's excited to use them, but she has a project on the go right now. So, that's that. And then, so, while I was there, they had a bunch of yarn on clearance. So, I'm just trying to make room so I'm not making as much crinkling sounds. So, I shared with you guys that I had used the facet stones to make one of my rib collar bandana cowl. So they had those on clearance too, for $4.97, regularly $9.99, I think, 10 bucks. So I bought 4. So I bought another one of this color because I love this color so much. So one of these will work to make one of my cowls with a little bit left over. So if you want to make a tassel or something, even that would work. So I bought one of these ones. This color is Malish. I don't know if that's the color. Hang on. Just looking at the other ones. Yeah, I guess so. Malachite. I don't know. I'll show you guys. That's the color. But yeah, and this, I love this yarn so much. If I could have, I would have bought more, but I don't need more. So I picked that one. And this one, this color is Lapis. So these are 243 yards. I forgot to mention that, and they're 100% acrylic, worsted weight. So there's this one. That one's really pretty. They're all, honestly, all the colors were gorgeous, so I had a hard time picking. So I picked those two, and then I told my husband to pick 2. So the first one he picked was this one. Its color is Garnet. Very pretty. It's like there's like a purpley tone to it too. I don't know if you guys can tell or not. Super pretty. And one of the problems I was having was trying to find skeins that weren't torn apart or starting to get unraveled, because I like to keep them nice and organized on my shelves, and when they're like that, it doesn't work very well. So I bought that one, and then the next one my husband picked was this one, which I knew he was going to pick this one. His favorite, he really likes reds and stuff like that, so this color is Red Coral. And that one's really pretty as well. They're all gorgeous, like I said. So yeah, I got all of these on clearance for $4.97. Which, when I bought my other one, I think I still spent $7 on it. So I was very happy to spend that. Just trying to show you guys. So there's those 4. And they had, I don't even know how many more colors, but I believe they are discontinued. Don't quote me on that because I'm not sure for the season, just because they are thicker yarn, but I am not 100% sure, so don't quote me on that one. And then they also had the Caron and Pantone yarn on clearance for $4.97 as well, regularly $9.99. So I haven't used this yarn yet. I had bought one pretty much when they first came out with the Caron and Pantone, and I still have it, but I couldn't think of anything, like, there's things I wanted to make with it, but there's only 127 yards for one, so I didn't have enough to make anything that I really wanted to. I could have probably made a hat, but I wanted to make more like a cowl or something like that that could really show off the colors. Not that a hat couldn't, but so when I went there, they had some of the colors that I had bought, so I bought 2 more. So I only bought this color last time, and that's the only color I bought this time. Because $4.97 is still, it's a good price. I mean, compared to $9.99, but for the amount of yardage you get, and I think it's 60% acrylic, 20% nylon, and 20% merino wool. So you get the little bit of wool in there, so I guess that is not a horrible price. So got 2 of those. And I do really like the colors. I don't know what color this is. I don't know, but yeah. So now I have them because I know they brought in the bamboo, and the bamboo, the Caron and Pantone bamboo was on sale for $5, but they didn't have any colors I really liked, although it was so soft. But I would have probably only bought one, and I would have been in the same situation as I was with this one. So I just bought those two. And then the only other thing I purchased was this little, it's called Retro Pop Cool Little Patch Things. So it's a little patch you can, it says sew it, stick it, do something with it. So I found it and I thought it was funny. It made me think of my aunts that watch this podcast. So yeah, I thought it was hilarious. And I bought one. It was regularly $3.99. I found it for $1.27. I just thought it was so funny. It's a cat, and yep, there it is. So I purchased it, and I'll probably put it on, I don't know, I'll put it on something that I make, but yeah, it's just, it was too funny. So they had other ones, but this is the only one I saw. This is the one. I saw this one. I didn't really look at the other ones. I just grabbed this one. So yeah, that's another thing. So yeah. But I think that's it for today, guys. I don't know how long this episode will be. But yeah, I will let my camera charge up a little bit, and then I will show you guys a little clip of how I use my new stand wood, which I highly recommend. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Before I forget, I am right on the edge of getting 200 subscribers. I think last time I checked I was at 198 or 199, which is very exciting. That's a lot more than I thought I've ever had, and I know a lot of you have more than that, but it's a big deal for me. Being from a small town like I am, it's kind of cool. So yeah, just if you know anyone who might be interested, share my YouTube with them and whatnot. Tell them to check me out on Instagram, and that's probably where I'm most active, is Instagram and my YouTube, obviously. So yeah, share away, and if I hit 200 subscribers, there may be a little surprise for you guys. So I will talk to you guys later, guys. Anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.